I was teaching an art history class at the University of Washington.
The football team was doing quite well, and they actually won a couple of years in a row. So they came up with the idea to track that mask down.
A lot of my students were asking me if I knew anything about the Seahawk logo, and I just happened to know because of my association with Bill Holm, who let me know that he knew where the design came from. And, my students had some sort of bizarre theories about, they thought it was the Egyptian god Horus. Bill knew that they had just looked in one of the few books at that time, this was back in 1975, I think. And there were relatively few books about Northwest Coast art. The NFL Seahawks people picked out of the book and said, that looks like a good one. And the name had already been selected. So they knew they were looking for a Seahawk. And this profile met their criteria. So they used that. And it just happens to be a Kwakwaka'wakw mask from Vancouver Island. And so, if they had done a little more research and had wanted some kind of indigenous design from the Seattle area, they would have maybe gone for a Coast Salish design. I put a little blog on the Burke Museum website to illustrate this original the original view that they used to do the logo. Gretchen Faulkner, who's the director of the Hudson Museum at the University of Maine in Orono, Maine, of all places, about as far away as you could get from Seattle. And she said, I saw the blog, and did you know that we have that mask in our museum?
We applied for a grant to go visit the Burke Museum, but I kept stalling out, and then I got a phone call saying, you better get down here, the Seahawk mask's coming.
He was thrilled to come down and see the mask and tell us what he knew about that type of mask, and actually confirming that it comes from there, and that looking at the wear and tear on the mask, it was probably one that had been used in ceremony. And I don't think he knew who carved it, but we're still hoping maybe someday figure out a carver's name that might or the owner's name.
It was an old, like an old piece. They certainly treated it like it was the Holy Grail when they brought it in. I mean, it was, it was old, and it was, it was not much holding it together.